In this video, we are going to learn how to enter data and formulas into our worksheet. Entering data in a cell is very simple. You just click the cell and type the data into it. Let's see how. Let's click on cell B1. When you click it, this thick black border box highlights the cell. This means that this cell is now active. If I want to activate C1, I will click on C1 cell. I can also use keyboard arrow keys to move around this active cell. If I press down click, active cell now becomes C2. If I press right key D2 become the active cell. And what is the meaning of being active? If a cell is active, whatever you will type on your keyboard will be entered in that active cell only. So, I want to write columns in B2. I click on cell B2 to use the arrow keys to navigate to cell B2. And then we start typing columns. Then I press the dial key on the keyboard. I am on C2 now. Now, let's write 16,384, which is the total number of columns in a worksheet. Similarly, let's enter rows in B3 cell. The number of rows is 1,048,576. If you remember, in the last video, I asked, if you know the number of rows and the number of columns, can you find out the number of cells in this sheet? Let us find out the number of cells by writing cells in this and writing the formula for calculating cells. The formula will be simply the product of numbers in cell C2 and C3. That is, if we multiply the number of columns with number of rows, we get the number of cells. To enter a formula, we start with equal to symbol. Then we click on the cell, which contains the first value. Then we put the multiplication symbol, which is a star. And then we select the second cell. When I click enter, this is the number that I get. This is the number of cells in a worksheet. All these mathematical symbols, such as the multiplication symbol that we use here as other mathematical formulas, will be discussed in depth in the coming videos. Here I've just used the multiplication symbol as an example for you. Now you can see that this thing has the value of the number of cells. But you can also see the formula that you enter in this bar. This bar is called the formula bar. The formula bar shows the content of the active cell. Active cell can have both data or a formula in it. If it has the data, that will be shown in the formula bar. If it has a formula, the answer of the formula will be shown in the same. However, the actual formula will be shown in the formula bar. On the left of the formula bar is the name box. Name box tells us the name of an active cell. So right now, our active cell is C4. And that is the name we are shown in the name box. You can see the name is C4. C stands for the column name, and code stands for row name. So now you have created this worksheet, which has some data into it. You would like to save this worksheet, so that whenever you open it again, you access the same data. To save a worksheet, use the File button. And then you will see options, such as New, Open, Save As, etc. Since we are saving this file for the first time, we will click on Save As. And we will select the locations where we want to save this file. I am saving this file on my desktop. I'm naming the file as Excel Basics. You can see that the type is selected as Excel Workbook, which has a report extension .xlsx. Every Excel file that you save, by default will have a file extension of .xlsx. If you want to change the location where you saving it, you can navigate the location using this navigation folders, or you can enter the location on this top bar also. Now, we will click Save. You can see that the name of my workbook is changed to excelbasic.xlsx. If I minimize this file and go to my desktop, you can see that I have this file named excelbasic.xlsx. And whenever I double-click on this file, the same file will open up. Once a file is saved in its location, whenever you make any changes to it, you can just press the Save button. Or you can go to File Options, and click on Save. Now, let's close this file once and open it again, using the same file. You can see that your file was successfully saved. You can open it anytime and work on it again, whenever you feel like.